Hi everyone, welcome to OptiNourish, the East-West Longevity Protocol. I'm your host, Ivy Lau. If you want to keep your brain sharp, your body active, and your spirit resilient as you age, you're in the right place. In this podcast, we explore brain health and healthy aging by bringing together modern science and traditional medical wisdom. Each episode draws on the clinical insights of Dr. Jingduan Yang, a board-certified psychiatrist and expert in integrative medicine, through his ACEs model of health: anatomy, chemistry, energy, and soul. Together, these four dimensions form the foundation of healthy aging and lifelong brain health. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. Now, let's begin. Episode 2, Methylation. The bridge between your cells and your neuro-emotional balance. Let's talk about a strange paradox that happens when people start aggressive anti-aging protocols. You decide to upgrade your stamina, do your homework, and start a solid NAD+ protocol. The first couple of weeks feel incredible. Your brain fog lifts, your mind feels sharp, and you genuinely feel younger. But by week 4, the honeymoon period ends. Suddenly, you are wired but tired. You are lying awake at 2 a.m. with your mind racing, replaying random conversations, and dealing with a low-level anxiety that wasn't there before. You start thinking the protocol is failing you. But according to Dr. Jingduan Yang's clinical observations, the protocol isn't failing, it's just completely out of balance. You cranked up the cell energy, but you quietly bankrupted your cellular chemistry. You hit a massive biochemical bottleneck called methylation. I'm Ivy. Welcome back to OptiNourish, the East-West Longevity Protocol. Today, we are uncovering the invisible hand linking your cellular fuel to your neuro-emotional balance. We will look at why real longevity isn't about forcing the engine to run faster, but keeping the entire system in harmony. So what exactly is methylation? In Dr. Yang's four-dimensional health framework, which looks at the body through 4 layers: anatomy, chemistry, energy, and the deeper mental or soul dimension, methylation acts as a master bridge between the chemistry layer and the emotional layer. Think of your DNA like a piano. Methylation is the pianist. It decides which keys, meaning genes, get played and which stay silent. It turns off inflammatory genes and turns on repair genes. This is the foundation of what scientists call the epigenetic clock, basically your cell's biological age. But here's the part that really caught my attention in the materials I've reviewed. People with methylation imbalances often share similar personality patterns. They tend to be high achievers, perfectionists, sometimes a bit stubborn or prone to overthinking. In traditional Chinese medicine, this is often described as liver-qi stagnation, a state of built-up internal tension. In modern biochemistry, it means your body has trouble clearing stress hormones like adrenaline because it's running low on methyl groups. So that anxiety you feel? It's not just in your head. It's often a biochemical signal that your operating system is running low on resources. This becomes especially clear when we start playing with anti-aging interventions. In our last episode, we talked about NAD+ as the key fuel for the energy dimension, powering your mitochondria. But biology is full of trade-offs. Dr. Yang often shares the story of a 48-year-old executive, classic-driven, Type A personality, always under pressure. He started taking high doses of an NAD+ precursor to get his energy back. At first, it worked great. He felt sharper, faster, more alive. But soon his emotional balance started to crack. He became short-tempered with his team, sleep fell apart, and that old anxiety came roaring back. When your body processes all that extra NAD+, it creates byproducts that need to be cleared. Clearing them requires methyl groups. So by pushing energy so hard, he was quietly spending down his methyl reserves. It's like driving a high-performance sports car but forgetting to top up the oil. You get the speed, but eventually the engine starts knocking. The result? Homocysteine levels rose, inflammation increased, and without enough methylation support, neurotransmitter balance suffered. He had more energy on paper, but he had lost his calm. So how do we fix this? The answer isn't to stop optimizing. It's to optimize with more awareness of the whole system. Dr. Yang's approach wasn't to just prescribe something for the anxiety. He looked at the bigger picture, starting with everyday foundations. First, he focused on natural nutritional support. For many people, methylation can be gently strengthened through food. Think leafy greens like spinach and asparagus for folate, beets and quinoa for betaine, and eggs or lean meats for B vitamins. These give the liver the raw materials it needs to keep the methylation cycle running smoothly. In cases where someone is pushing their system hard, like our executive with heavy NAD plus use, food alone may not be enough to catch up. That's when targeted support comes in. Dr. Yang introduced TMG, which acts as a generous methyl donor, helping refill what the high-energy metabolism was using up. Finally, he brought in a simple but powerful practice: mindful breathing, specifically the 4-7-8 technique. When you consciously slow your breath, you signal your nervous system that it's safe to relax, instantly cooling down that hyperreactive emotional alarm system. By combining these elements, supporting the chemistry with nutrients and TMG, and calming the soul and energy layers with breathwork, the executive didn't just get his drive back, he got his peace of mind back too. Let's return to where we started. You wake up, or rather, you experience that sudden shift from high energy to high anxiety. It isn't a sign that your body is broken. It's a beautifully precise text message from your cells telling you that your systems are running out of sync. Real longevity isn't a race to see how much power we can pump into our cells. It's a dance of balance. When you support the energy to go fast, you must also support the chemistry to stay grounded. When you change how you look at these shifts, not as random flaws but as actionable feedback, then everything changes. You stop fighting your body. You actually start working with it. That is all for today's episode. I hope it brings some fresh inspiration to your health and wellness journey. Next time, we're steering our conversation toward a massive hidden drain on your longevity: chronic low-grade inflammation. We'll explore how this quiet fire smolders in the background, subtly rewriting your biological clock and breaking down cellular networks before you ever feel a symptom. More importantly, we'll look at how the East-West protocol uses targeted lifestyle and clinical strategies to cool the flames and protect your vital systems. I'm Ivy. This is the East-West Longevity Protocol by OptiNourish. I'll see you next week.